In today's video, we are going to explore best Sadhguru quotes about yoga, meditation, and enlightenment. Let's get started. Yoga is not a sedative, but an invigorating force. Yoga is not just exercise system. Yoga is the science of obliterating the boundaries of individuality to know the universality of one's existence. Yogis are not against pleasure. It is just that they are unwilling to settle for little pleasures. They are greedy. If you are in a state of all-inclusive passion, we call this yoga. If you sink into the past, it will rule your present and determine your future. Going beyond this trap is yoga. Spiritual process is not for the dead or the dying. It is for the living who want to become fully alive in all dimensions of life. You cannot exist without the universe. You are not a separate existence. You cannot live here without trusting existence. If you trust consciously, lovingly, that's devotion. But being on the spiritual path is not about making life pleasant. It's about seeing how to transcend both the pleasant and the unpleasant. If you consciously get your body into different postures, you can elevate your consciousness. You don't go to a guru for solace. He is not a tranquilizer, he is there to awaken you. You have too much social influence upon you. You are not going by your own nature. Your mind need not be controlled. Your mind needs to be liberated. Whatever you do willingly, you enjoy. Whatever you do unwillingly, you suffer. A child is someone who is fresh from the divine works. Try not to teach, but imbibe the ways of the divine. Why do you need to be pleasant within? The answer is self-evident. When you are in a pleasant inner state, you are naturally pleasant to everyone and everything around you. With a heart full of devotion, meticulousness will come naturally. Without being in constant exchange with the rest of the cosmos, you cannot exist. The idea of individuality is an illusion. Meditation is a possibility to awaken new dimensions within you. Meditation is the only way to freedom from stress, as it is a dimension beyond the mind. All the stress and struggle are of the mind. Meditation means dissolving the invisible walls that unawareness has built. Mind is not in any one place. Every cell in this body has its own intelligence. The brain is sitting in your head, but mind is all over the place. Negative energies can't touch you if you are in a state of meditation. The divine is far more inebriating than wine. The fear is simply because you are not living with life, you are living in your mind. The joy of being one with everything will never be known to a person who is clinging to something or the other. The mind is madness. Only when you go beyond the mind will there be meditation. The mind is not only memory, it is a window to consciousness. Memory is just the information you gathered. Consciousness contains the whole cosmos. The more you are exposed to the unity and the harmony of creation, the more your mind becomes inclusive and harmonious. The more you try to be special, the the more you get hurt. Ecological sustenance and the inclusive nature of spiritual process are inseparable. In deep, conscious involvement with everything around you, there is no entanglement, there is just joy. It is a lack of human consciousness that has rendered Mother Earth, the very basis of our existence, into a commodity with an expiry date. Let our time on earth be the best time, we must act now. Mother Earth is so generous and effervescent. If only we give her the chance, she will restore everything in absolute abundance and beauty. The most incredible thing is that you can know everything you wish to know with your eyes closed. The only thing that stands between you and your well-being is a simple fact: you have allowed your thoughts and emotions to take instruction from the outside rather than the inside. The path is not difficult. It is very simple. If you are simple, it's very simple. If you are all wound up, the path is very, very winding. That's all it is. The physical body has its own memory. Intimacy without commitment leads to disorganization of the human being, and in turn to disorganization of society. The sign of intelligence is that you are constantly wondering. Idiots are always dead sure about every damn thing they are doing in their life. The simple process of paying a little bit of attention to your inner nature will transform the quality of your life in remarkable ways. The very way you breathe, sit, stand, eat, walk, work, everything can become yoga. You can use any process of life to transcend your limitations. The whole existence is vibration, and so are thoughts. If you generate a powerful thought, it shall become a reality. There is only one calamity, ignorance. And there is only one solution, enlightenment. This is not about being superhuman, this is about realizing that being human is super. To rise above the modifications of your mind, when you cease your mind, when you cease to be a part of your mind, that is yoga. Today, if you have one depressing thought in you, you will sit depressed. Why? The whole cosmos is going on phenomenally well today, but that does not matter. In your mind there is one thought, not too many, just one, that is bothering you, that will depress you and put you in the dumps. Totally involved, but unentangled, this is the quality of the divine. Unleash your desire, limit it not to the limited. In the boundlessness of the desire is your ultimate nature. We have engineered the outside world in so many ways, but we have done nothing to engineer how we are within ourselves. If you want to know well-being, it is the only way out. What the body really needs is restfulness, not sleep. What your consciousness is intensely focused on is what will manifest in your life and in the world around you. The identity around which the intellect functions is called a hankara. But when it comes to the inner situation, there is only one ingredient, you. At least you must happen the way you want. I want you to know the power, the liberation of another kind of science, the inner science, the yogic science, through which you can become the master of your destiny. The whole art of being a guru is just this, to constantly puncture people's egos and still manage to remain their friend. Hatha yoga is not body-bending business. It is about taking charge of the way you think, feel, and perceive life. Health yoga should not be taught as an exercise form, but as a life process. Then asanas will lead to ecstatic states. How healthy and strong a body you have and how dynamic and sharp a mind is what will take you through life. I am not here to solace you. I am here to awaken you. Even if you practice yoga for all the wrong reasons, if you do it right, it still works. For those who are on the spiritual path, being alone, keeping a distance from people, and becoming silent are not issues, these are opportunities. If all your energies are focused in one direction, enlightenment is not far away. After all, what you are seeking is already within you. Inner pleasantness is a surefire insurance for the making of a peaceful society and a joyful world. Whatever you try to avoid becomes the very basis of your consciousness. When stillness arises from intense alertness and awareness, your perception opens up in ways that you have never thought possible. Whatever is your highest, you just contemplate upon that. Your inner and outer purity will happen naturally. If you want God as a tranquilizer, it is okay as an idea, but if you want the divine to be an awakening process in your life, an idea is not good enough. Life has no use at all, declared Adiyogi. It is simply a phenomenon. Little acts have purpose. But life is not framed within the narrow grid of utility. It is beyond frames. It is beyond grids. It is beyond utility. If you have a taste of this existence beyond purpose, of life beyond sense, you are enlightened. Mysticism is not a technology for enlightenment. Mysticism is pure science, an exploration of existence. On this day, Gautama the Buddha became fully enlightened. Let this be a reminder that if you have the necessary focus, enlightenment is a living possibility. Sunlight comes into your house not because you want it. It happens because you open the windows. Do not talk about the soul, heaven, or God. Talking about something that is not yet a reality for you amounts to falsehood. Do you want to look good or feel good? How wonderful you feel within yourself is most important. Don't go searching for a guru. When the pain of ignorance within you becomes a scream, a guru will come in search of you. The whole spiritual process is just this, that you are willing to take the next step not knowing where it will lead you. If you are not ready for that, that means you are not ready for any new possibility. The essence of yoga, as we have said before, is just this, to arrive at that moment where there is a clear space between you and your mind. You cannot choose a guru. Deepen your longing and the guru will choose you. So the whole process of spirituality is just about enhancing your perception. Right now, you don't have the necessary faculties to know anything which is beyond the physical. If you recognize this, if you understand this, if you accept this absolutely, only then the other dimension opens up. Please let us know your favorite quotes from these best Sadhguru quotes about yoga, meditation, and enlightenment in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.